Welcome to another edition of Brownie Bites here on YouTube. I'm Daryl Ryder coming to you from Cross Country Mortgage Campus in Berea, where preparations for the 2-0 high-flying Green Bay Packers are officially underway. DeAndre Carter is in concussion protocol. He did not practice on Wednesday. Also, during the portion of practice open to reporters, Joel Bitonio was not on the field. Likely a rest day for him. If there are any updates regarding Bitonio, we'll have you covered on 92.3 The Fan if necessary. Jack Conklin did practice with that elbow injury, but he is day-to-day, and his availability is unknown. That according to Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. Let's tie up a couple of loose ends from Baltimore as well. Left tackle DeJuan Jones said he was not dehydrated Sunday against the Ravens, and it was head coach Kevin Stefanski's decision to give him a breather during the game. Cornerback Denzel Ward, however, was dehydrated, got some IVs and everything, but just couldn't get that cramping from it under control. A lot of ground for Kevin Stefanski to cover in his Wednesday press conference, including that prolific Packers pass rush, not hitting the panic button with the offense starting so slow, chunk plays being MIA, and of course, keeping that Browns defense, which has been outstanding in stretches, fresh.
Yeah, it's a terrific front. It was a great front before they added Mike Parsons, who's a great player. So certainly understand that they have multiple guys that they can throw at you on the outside, on the inside, that can rush the passer, and that means it's important for the offense to play together, play sound, play assignment sound, trust rules, and then running backs, tight ends getting involved, of course, in protection, and then quarterbacks making quick decisions, and wide receivers getting open quickly. So it all, when you're facing a great rush team like we're facing, and I'm sure it's very similar when teams play us, and our rush, you understand it takes everybody to be about your business to be able to play productive football. I don't know that panic is a word that really for us as coaches or players, we focus on work. That's really what we hang our hat on. And I trust the group we have. I trust that we can get better from a fundamental standpoint, from a certainly schematic standpoint, and a lot of when you get some small improvements in a bunch of areas, it makes a big difference. Again, I think it goes back to Darryl playing complementary football. It's our job on defense to get stops and take the ball away. It's our job on offense to take that ball and score with it and then play the field position game when necessary. It's our special teams job to control field position and return the ball better than they return the ball. So when you play complementary ball, I think the offense does their job of possessing it, keeps the defense on the sideline, and then the defense gets out there and gets their stops. The ball bounces some funny ways. It's our job to run the football and play sound defense, and takeaways will come. What you don't want to do is go searching for a takeaway and not do your job on defense. So our focus is playing our defense, playing it with great effort, and then obviously taking the ball away in those moments when it allows us. But the idea that we want to just take it away, we want to play great defense and then take the ball away when we're presented those opportunities. I think every week is a different challenge from a coverage standpoint, from a rush protection standpoint, and you have to find the schemes and obviously put the players in positions. There's also times when you're going to call those plays or try to get to those plays and the defense won't allow you to, and that's when you have to check the ball down, and something you'll see teams do, and certainly we've done over the years when you make plays when the defense takes away the deep shots.
Green Bay's defense is number 2 in the league through 2 weeks. Their front has 8 sacks, 18 quarterback hits, 33 quarterback pressures. Good luck to Joe Flacco.
They're good. They fly around. They get to their zones. They come after the run. They get after the quarterback. They play with a lot of speed. They don't second guess themselves. So they're a good group. They got a good front. It always presents challenges. That's what defenses are trying to do. They're trying to stop the run and make you one-dimensional and then get after the passer. So it's our job to match that physicality and do the best we can in those areas of the game. I mean, that's the constant battle. Anytime you're going against a team with a good front, though, they obviously, it's a challenge, and that's what we're getting ready to do this week. No, nothing really surprises me. It's still fun to talk about things like that, but I think you're aware that pretty much anything can happen. And then when you watch him play, I think it's pretty obvious. I mean, it's no more obvious to me than any of you guys what he brings to a team, just in terms of his ability to line up anywhere and to get after the quarterback a little bit. Good football teams and good offenses, because you're good, you do those things. But I think when you do talk about those things, as a team, you always talk about playing complementary football, and sometimes when it's not pretty, it doesn't mean it's not good. And there's going to be times where you're going to have to punt the ball and pin them back and rely on those guys to get a stop and get us good field position. And I think as an offense, when you are talking about playing complementary football, it's realizing some of those things throughout the course of a game, that sometimes even though things don't feel great, that it still may be a positive. And then when we do get our chances, just taking advantage of that. So if we do get short fields and stuff like that, taking advantage when we get the opportunity. I think, when you build a plan for certain things. And I think when you go through your progressions and you go through your reads, it's always built to get the ball out in certain timing. So I think you just got to, kind of rely on your training and going through your progressions and listening to your feet. I think the rest will take care of itself. It's just part of the game. I think there's other things that come into play when you talk about their pass rush, as opposed to worrying about trying to get the ball out super fast. It's just part of your reads, and that should happen on certain plays. I think each week we're looking at different ways to make things a little bit easier and get guys in some space, because anytime you get good athletes in space, that's when big plays happen, and that's what you need to do in this league in order to kind of put points on the board, is get some of those chunk plays. But at the same time, you're going to play some games where things are tight, and you got to be able to operate in those environments. Baltimore is a good defense, and they have been. They're traditionally a good defense, and they got some good players over there. So, sometimes it's going to be tough, and you just got to make it work. Listen, I feel pretty good with where I'm at with those guys. You can always be a little bit better, and each game plan brings its specific challenges to kind of go out there and, you're always doing things a little bit different. But, ultimately, I think we're working towards something, and we're doing a pretty good job. Just because that's part of what I'm talking about. Just because you're not going out there and throwing for 350 a game, you have to be able to stay patient and continue to do what we're doing and make little adjustments. It's just little things.
It remains to be seen if the Browns offense can keep up with Green Bay's attack, led by quarterback Jordan Love, who hasn't thrown an interception in 9 games. Meanwhile, the Browns defense hasn't grabbed an interception dating back to December 2nd, 2024. That's when Greg Newsome picked off Broncos quarterback Bo Nix. Cornerback Denzel Ward, though, hoping for some opportunities this weekend, as Love and the Packers love taking shots down the field.
Yeah, definitely makes me feel good. Looking forward to getting those opportunities come game day, and get a chance to take the ball away, help the team out. It's really just keeping it simple. I mean, doing your job, doing your technique, and the plays are going to come to you, and just locking in once they do come, finishing them, and taking the ball away. So really just nothing too spectacular, but just doing your job really and taking the ball away. Just talking about it. I mean, you got to talk about it, know that it's an emphasis of ours, and like what we need to do, and then going out at practicing it, and then trying to take those practice habits and taking the ball away there into the game. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's a great quarterback, make all the throws on the field. Like you said, he's spreading the ball around to all the receivers, so everybody's going to get their targets and get their chances. Yeah, all it takes is one win, We focus on getting that first win of the season. It takes one and build on top of there, and that's the goal going into this week. Yeah, I mean, they can do it all. They got a great running game, and Jacobs, powerful runner, able to make guys miss. And then Love, like I said, great quarterback, spreading the ball around to all the receivers. So they kind of do it all, but they're good at everything. So, let's go present a great opportunity for us, and got to go get it done. Discouraged, that's the game. That's the game sometimes. Sometimes those guys get paid as well. So, I mean, guys are going to make plays, but just having that fight and being able to fight back and just continue to compete out there. They got the right guys. So, great group of guys, Jacobs, Love, able to spread the ball, great quarterback, and they got a good team. Seems like they got a good system over there.
You think it's more?
Well, there you have it. Browns will be back to work on Thursday, and that'll do it for this edition of Brownie Bites. Of course, want to thank you as always for watching, and remember to hit that subscribe button on the 92.3 The Fan channel. With the Browns in Berea, I'm Daryl Ryder, Sports Radio 92.3 The Fan.